Hello, it's your boy Carcino. It's early in the morning. It's like, what time is it? Time is 8:17. 8:17 in the morning. So at 8:17 in the morning on a Wednesday, I'm standing right here telling you to tonight, don't forget to tune in to watch Rope Dope Radio Boxing Show. It's blogtalkradio.com. Go to Rope Dope Radio. It's got a phone number there you can call, listen to the show. You can be on the show, and it's going to be 3 hours of boxing starting at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. But that's not what this video is all about. This video is about the changing of the NBA. This is the truth behind all of this. All the videos you've been seeing is for a reason. It's to tell you the past and to now. Now, how many times have you heard about the NBA and things that they were doing behind the scenes as far as contracts and things of that nature? You've seen players go to one team, people outraged by it, and they're super stacking the team. But like the great mind of Isaiah Thomas, like he stated, what is the difference between OKC, well, not OKC, but Golden State Warriors, and let's say the 87 Lakers? Huh? Or Boston Celtics 86 team? What's the difference? They had Kareem, Magic, Worthy. They had a pretty stacked team. Boston, McHale, Bird, Parrish. I mean, come on. The teams have always been stacked. The winning teams, when the Bulls was winning all those games, they had Rodman, Pippen, Jordan, Ron Harper, another former All-Star. You know, they had team players to stack the team to make it dominant. But that's not what ruined the game. LeBron James didn't ruin the game. Kobe Bryant didn't ruin the game. What ruined the game? What ruined the NBA? Well, I'm going to tell you what ruined the NBA. What ruined the NBA was a man with a vision, a man with a plan, a man who saw dollar signs, and a man who said, let's put pro athletes in international play and put them and make a dream team and let them go play against the world. In 1992, the NBA was forever changed. They made so much money playing internationally that China became a big market for them. Overseas, they expanded the NBA. So now the European players are seeing how the NBA is played and how they play. They're modernizing their game, mixed in with their game. And now we are looking at all the international money that we're getting, selling jerseys over there, people in China. That's why they went after Yao Ming, and it was a big influx of cash. What happened is it diluted the game of basketball. The game of basketball became watered down, more of a joke. So, through the years since 1992, since Dream Team, you start seeing changes. More and more European players are being drafted, coming into the league mysteriously, and then some of them work and some of them phase out. San Antonio seemed to always get the right ones, right? But my goodness, I have seen some of the worst basketball play in years this season than any season in the NBA. And it's the worst season ever, but Attendance is through the roof. This was the most watched NBA Finals in 15 years. It beat the OKC Finals or whatever they had. Beat that when they went to the finals against Miami Heat. So, looking at all these things, you're like, well, the NBA is not suffering. That's why they're not going to change anything. But once they start seeing how bad it is, and the people are complaining now, it's going to start to go down. Because the rules are the rules are very stupid now. All this instant replay, we're going to watch what happened on Thursday night's game to see what kind of sentence he gets. And we're going to upgrade a foul or downgrade a foul. That's time wasting and stupid. Once the decision is made on the court, that's what it is. You just got to live with it. You just got to deal with it. Okay? We don't need that. Instant replay can go back to see if a 2 is a 3. That's been around forever. Since I can recall. I remember Danny Ainge hit a 3 in the finals playing against the Bulls. And they went and reviewed it. And then they upgraded to a 3 or a 2. That needs to be there. All this instant replay for other stuff is for the birds. But Euro basketball is what you're seeing now. Which is all they ran was pick and roll. High pick and roll, low pick and roll. Here comes another screen set. Catch, shoot, 7-footer shooting threes. That's their style of basketball. Why do you think in this draft you saw the most Europeans drafted probably in history? So your thing is to come in now. They used to try to learn to play the game we played. No, now we're learning to play the Euro style. Just coming off pick and rolls. Pick and rolls. Get a ball to the postman. Throwing high passes, overhead passes to the postman. It's never supposed to be allowed. It's not even taught in collegiate to throw a pass like that to a postman on the box. Not even taught. But yet, and still, it's what we're seeing most of in the league today. Would you say the NBA, and it's always been that way since its inception, that the championship was either going to be the Lakers or Celtics? That's it. When the NBA first started, people didn't think LA and all these big market cities, that's not where the NBA made their bread and butter. They started in Midwest towns. The Minneapolis Lakers. Boston, the Celtics, that was there. They were started out from its inception. But you look at teams like the Lakers, they moved to LA. Why do you think they're called the Lakers? Minneapolis got the Great Lakes. So all the lakes are there. So you're a Laker. Minneapolis Lakers. So when you go take the team name to Los Angeles Lakers, what lakes you got in Los Angeles? You don't. So all of these teams, it's all the teams that's like that too, that switched and went to other cities. And like Utah Jazz and all of these, when they was in New Orleans, that was the Jazz town. New Orleans Jazz. It makes sense. Then they go to Utah where there is no jazz. Just a lot of people who married and bigamy. That's about it. They should be the Utah bigamies. So that's about it. Yeah, and when you see situations change in the league from playing actual basketball into now. But even back then, when I was trying to say, I kind of went off point with all the teams and stuff. But the point I was trying to make is that at the end, in the playoffs, every year, the Lakers or Celtics were going to win a championship. That's it. Everybody could play all the games all season long. But in the end, if you ask somebody who's going to win the championship, it's going to be the Lakers or the Celtics. Going into every season, you can count on one hand when they say, who's going to be the NBA champion this year? You're going to have probably 4 or 5 teams every year that people think are going to win the championship. And about 100% of the time, you are right. You're not going to see a surprise team. People say, well, what happened when Golden State won? When they won the championship that year. Nobody thought Golden State was going to win the championship that year. They weren't one of the teams. If you looked at them from the year prior, and if you look on the charts, the top 5 teams to come out of the West was the San Antonio Spurs, OKC, the Clippers, and the Golden State Warriors. And if you look at the list this year, now you could take OKC out of that equation. You'll still have the same teams. What other team would you put ahead of them in the West? In the East, you just say Cleveland. That's it. And second would be a Miami. And after that, it definitely wouldn't be Toronto. So throw the Knicks in there. I mean, that's it. The East is like that. Nobody was going to... Atlanta? You think they're going to let Atlanta in the NBA Finals? No. It's not going to happen. So I think the game needs to diversify that way. It would change the game. When you start opening up the field and let some of these other teams that never had a chance to experience going that far, change it up a bit. Make people believe that, hey, maybe this thing is legit. Maybe it isn't fixed. You know, maybe it is some chance for these teams. But not when they doing the highest ratings ever. No, they're going to run it right back. Because who's not going to watch Cleveland versus Golden State Warriors? And now Ray Allen's talking about coming back. Who are the teams he's talking about? The 2 top teams? Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs. Then next, Cleveland Cavaliers, the Clippers. If he decides to come back. Why would your agent reach out if that was the case? He wants to go to Golden State. Why? Because Golden State's going to win. Why would you go somewhere where you're not going to win? Like, Kevin Durant should have went to New York or somewhere. Some team that's 8th in the league and try to build himself back up. Then he might as well stay where he is. If you want to go somewhere, you want to go somewhere where you're going to win a championship. Or have a shot at winning a championship. No better shot than Golden State. Oh, goodness. People, I swear, y'all just something else. And you stupid people are the reason the league is messed up. It's you. You're the one who made it the biggest attendance year for the NBA. That means you were getting up, going to these games and watching them. You were supporting it. And because you supported so much, you're the people that made it happen. Congratulations. You're supporting it. That LeBron James Cleveland crap. All in. That crap. They just gave him a championship and basically did it all season long, carrying the worst team ever into an NBA Finals and gave them a championship. All in. City of losers get a title. Come on. We seen all the build-up for it all season long. The NBA is all about build-up. They love it. They brand marketing. That's all it is. Brand marketing. And you look at the situation where they're going to play Golden State in the finals again. You guys are going to eat it all back up and run out to these games and Act the same way you do, but then cry at the end of the season and won't change in results. They're not going to change it if you're not going to change what you're doing. If you want things to change and you don't like the way it's going, don't support it. The moment you stop supporting it and start making some changes, then maybe things will start to go in a different direction. I'm just saying. But every year, you tell me who you think is going to win the NBA championship. You got 5 teams to pick. I guarantee you 100% one of those teams you picked is going to win the championship. I guarantee it. 1 out of 5. And there's what? 30 teams in the league? And 5 teams that you pick out of the 30, I bet if I give you 3 choices to pick on who's going to win the NBA championship, you will be 100% right. If I gave you 3 chances, you'll pick 3 teams, and I guarantee you 1 out of the 3 is going to win the NBA title. So what is the interest in the league when everybody can do that every year? It's not competitive.